संसार समुद्रतार नौकायिताभ्यां गुरुभक्तिदाभ्यां वैराग्यसाम्राज्यद पूजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां। ॐ हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो म आवह। आवाहनार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। So continuing on with our Sri Suktam satsang. आवाहनार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ऐसी कौन सी बाहरी वस्तु है, ऐसा कौन सा फूल है, outside stuff that you can offer the Divine Mother and feel content. आज दुर्लभ से दुर्लभ कोई एक कमल मिल गया, उसको ऑफर कर दिया. Contentment might only be until you offer it. Again, after an hour, you feel like, okay, what else can I offer tomorrow? Because there is nothing that can be offered and obtained from outside by offering which you can achieve complete contentment in your offering. तो ऐसा कौन सा पुष्प है? आवाहनार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि. And is the Divine Mother really waiting for some outside flower to be offered so she will come? All the flowers fight amongst each other to reach her hair. So even kalpavriksha के जो फूल हैं वो आपस में लड़ते हैं. They compete amongst each other so they can reach her hair. So they may get some of the fragrance that is naturally present in her hair. So ऐसा कौन सा पुष्प है जो हम देखकर माँ का आवाहन कर सकते हैं? This is where we need to understand आवाहनार्थे भाव पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि. भाव का जो पुष्प है, that is the only one worth offering. That is the only one because of which the Divine Mother comes. और जैसे मराठी के संत हुए एकनाथ महाराज बोलते हैं, भाव तोची देव. भाव ही भगवान है. भाव तोची देव, भाव ही देव हैं. इसीलिए knowing the meaning and really inviting her with all your भाव, वो भाव का ही पुष्प है. और जो भाव का पुष्प होता है, there are certain characteristic features of that भाव पुष्प. First of all, it is so fragile that if you try to bring that bhav pushp on your tongue and express your bhav, you have already destroyed that bhav pushp. So bhav is something you feel. It is the most secret emotion that's within you. No matter how much you try to express it to anyone, saying, okay, I invite the Divine Mother with this bhav, it is still, that bhav pushp is still, will not do any justice. No matter what you say about that bhav, it will not do any justice, because bhav is the innermost emotion that a sadhak, when gets that bhav, is only worth offering to the Divine Mother, and only bhav gives complete contentment of offering. आवाहनार्थे भाव पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि. भाव ही है जो माँ को दे सकते हैं. भाव ही है जिसकी वजह से माँ खींची चली आती है. सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सगाई. And that song, if you listen to that bhajan, सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सगाई, दुर्योधन का मेवा त्याग्यो, and all basically उसमें सबसे सुंदर ये है कि सारथी बन जाते हैं कृष्ण भगवान, बिकॉज ऑफ द लव ऑफ द डिवोटी. भूल गए ठकुराई. सो what can God give us in return of our bhav? Because bhav is the only thing that God wants from us. Mother is so complete. She doesn't want anything from her children. She is out there, sahastra shirshavadana sahastrakshi sahastrapat, with so many arms, with so many eyes. She is offering her love to us in the form of everything that we have around us. The only thing that you can harbor within you that will make her come to you is bhav. Bhavani bhavana gamya. So let all the upasana be bhav pradhan. Hiranyavarnam harinim suvarna rajatas rajam chandram hiranmayim lakshmim jatavedo ma'avaha avahanarthe pushpani samarpayami. जब तक भाव नहीं है तब तक आवाहन भी मेंटल लेवल पे हो रहा है, और जब भाव आ गया तो समटाइम्स इट विल जस्ट यू कैन नॉट मूव फॉरवर्ड आफ्टर दैट. आवाहनार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि, और गाड़ी वहीं रुक जाएगी, बिकॉज दैट भाव विल जस्ट टेक हर प्रेजेंस, हर मैजेस्टीज प्रेजेंस विल टेक ओवर योर बीइंग टू द पॉइंट दैट यू वोंट बी एबल टू चैंट फर्दर. दैट इज भाव. हम ये भाव का पुष्प कहाँ से लाए? The most beautiful aspect is even the bhav is given by the Divine Mother. So if I feel like I lack bhav, as everything else in my life, I only depend on her. That Mother, I don't feel the bhav. Give me bhav. And of course she will. Tam ma'avaha jatavedo lakshmim anapagaminim yasyam hiranyam vindeyam gam ashvam purushanaham आसनार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि. कौन सा आसन? कहाँ बैठेंगी माँ? आवाहन तो कर लिया भाव के पुष्प से, अपने प्रेम से, अपनी प्रीति से माँ को बुला लिया. बैठने के लिए आसन कहाँ देंगे? हृदय कमल ही माँ का आसन है. आसनार्थे पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि. हियर मदर, आई ऑफर माई हार्ट टू यू. कम. Once you come, do not leave. Lakshmim anapagaminim. Once you come, do not leave. I offer you the lotus of my heart, for you to sit down in all your glory. For Her Majesty, I am offering my lotus of my heart. Ashvapurvam rathamadhyam hastinada prabodhinim shriyam devim upahvayed shrirma devir jushatam padyam evam hastyo arghyam samarpayam. हाथ मुंह धोने के लिए पानी देना है माँ को. Is the Divine Mother really so unclean that she needs to wash her feet? The bhav is, I can only give you my tears. Padyam evam hastyo arghyam samarpayami. I will wash your feet with my tears of bhakti, with my tears of love. I will hold your hand in my hands and I will touch them to my eyes that are full of water. Let them flow. So I may show you how much I love you, Ma. So I may hold your hands and take them to my eyes. So I may fall at your feet and I may wash your feet with my eyes, with my tears. Padyam evam hastyo arghyam samarpayami. काम सोस्मिताम हिरण्य प्राकाराम आर्द्राम ज्वलंतीम तृप्ताम तर्पयंतीम पद्मे स्थिताम पद्मवर्णाम ताम इहम उपह्वये श्रियम आचमनीयम समर्पयामि. Once Her Majesty in all her glory is seated in your Hriday Kamal, you have held her hands in your hands. You have taken them to your eyes. You have held her feet in absolute divine love, and you have washed her feet, washed her hands with your tears. Achamaniyam samarpayami. Then you offer her some water. Chandram prabhasam yashasa jvalantim shriyam loke deva jushtam udaram tam padminim im शरणमहं प्रपद्ये अलक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां त्वां वृणे उपहारम समर्पयामि। माँ को उपहार देना है। चैतन्यार्घ समाराध्या चैतन्य कुसुम प्रिया। गिव हर योर कॉन्शियसनेस। जो पूरा दिन मैं चलता रहता है अंदर, मैं उठ गई, मैं ऑफिस गई, मैंने खाना बना दिया, मैंने ये कर लिया, मैं मदर हियर आई ऑफर यू माई आई एम इज योर्स। नाउ यू गेट अप, you go to office, you are doing everything. It is, अब मैं तो हूँ ही नहीं। चैतन्यार्घ समाराध्या चैतन्य कुसुम प्रिया उपहारम समर्पयामि। ये लो माँ, तुम्हारे लिए क्या उपहार दूँ? आई गिव यू माई ओन सेल्फ। मेरा अहम ही तो है मेरे पास और देने के लिए, बाकी सब आप ही का है। अहम भी आप ही का स्वरूप है, इसको मैंने खुद का मान रखा है, ये भी आप ही को दे रही हूँ। उपहारम समर्पयामि। आदित्यवर्णे तपसो अधिजातो वनस्पतिस्तव वृक्षोत बिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसानुदन्तु मायान्तरायाश्च बाह्या अलक्ष्मीः स्नानीयं जलम समर्पयामि। माँ, तुम्हारे स्नान के लिए जल, which is nothing but your perspective, the way you look at the world, constantly looking at the world, माँ का ही दर्शन हो रहा है। स्नानीयम जलम समर्पयामि। उपैतु मां देवसखः कीर्तिश्च मणिना सह प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मि राष्ट्रेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिमृद्धिं ददातु मे। वस्त्र उपवस्त्रम समर्पयामि। वस्त्रोपवस्त्रम समर्पयामि। इसका संधि विच्छेद किया तो वस्त्र उपवस्त्र, वस्त्र उपवस्त्रम समर्पयामि या फिर वस्त्रोपवस्त्रम समर्पयामि। This is basically all these things we have. We have clothes, we have Aishwarya that we think is ours. We are all offering it back to her. Vastropavastram samarpayami. Don't be in a rush to go through Sri Suktam. Experience each verse. Upaitu mam deva sakha कीर्तिश्च मणिना सह। माँ, तुम्हारे साथ जो तुम्हारा परिवार आएगा, देव सखा, कीर्ति, मणि, कीर्ति, समृद्धि, everything I offer it back to you. वस्त्रोपवस्त्रम समर्पयामि। क्षुत्पिपासामलां ज्येष्ठाम् अलक्ष्मीं नाशयाम्यहम् अभूतिम् असमृद्धिं च सर्वां निर्णुद मे गृहात् आभूषणम समर्पयामि। और मेरा आभूषण जो माँ मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ इज माई एफर्ट्स, मेरा पुरुषार्थ इन बेटरिंग माई ओन सेल्फ। आई एम ऑफरिंग यू एज माई आभूषण। गंधद्वारां दुराधर्षां नित्यपुष्टां करीषिणीं ईश्वरी गुम सर्वभूतानां ताम इहम उपह्वये श्रियं गंधम समर्पयामि। पृथ्वी तत्व का रिप्रेजेंटेशन इज गंध। गंधम समर्पयामि। अपने शरीर का जो पृथ्वी तत्व है, हियर मदर, इट इज ऑल योर्स। We had completed the meanings until here. Gandhadvaram duradharsham nityapushtam karishinim ishwari gum sarvabhutanam tam iham upahvaye shriyam. The next verse is manasah kamamakutim vachah satyamashimahim pashunam rupamannasya mayi shriyah shrayatam yashah। मनसह यानी मन, कामम यानी ऑल माई डिज़ायर्स, आकुतिम यानी मेरे संकल्प, वाचः माई स्पीच, माई माइंड विथ ऑल इट्स थॉट्स, माई डिज़ायर्स, माई संकल्प विकल्प, ऑल द डिसीजंस आई मेक, संकल्प, एंड वाच विच इज़ माई वाणी, माई स्पीच। Mother, once you are situated in the lotus of my heart forever and ever, Lakshmim Anapagaminim, once her majesty is gloriously seated in the lotus of my heart, my speech, my desires, my sankalp, and my mind, they will all be blessed with Satyamashi Mahim. They will all be blessed with Sat. Sat doesn't purely mean truth. It means that which is, not that which should be, that which is. So my mind will be completely under your surrender. It will accept everything as is without saying it should be like that. This is where we talk about existential reality and psychological reality. Psychological reality being the mind saying, I wish that would have been the case. I wish this would have been the case. Existential reality is what is. Let my mind completely revel, be completely content and happy in the existential reality. Manasaha kamam. Let all my desires be directed towards strengthening your presence within me. Akutim. Let all my sankalp be of strengthening my awareness at your feet. Vachaha. When I open my mouth, let every word be in glorifying your presence. Manasaha kamam akutim vachaha satyamashi pashunam rupam annasya mayi shriyah shrayatam yashaha. Shrihi shrayatam. Your presence within me is going to give me pashunam. This was written in Vedic period. It still applies. Pashunam, it just means that Aishwarya. Because the one who is suffering for food, the one who is suffering with day to day, trying to meet the ends, cannot worship the Divine Mother. And the one who worships the Divine Mother is never poor. Because she is Shri, Aishwarya Swarupa. Pashunam Rupam Annasya. Rupam as in outside beauty. Annasya, food. Pashunam, Samruddhi. Everything. Mother, make sure everything is enough in my existence. So I'm not worried about these day-to-day struggles, how to get the ends meet. Give me enough of food, enough of clothing, enough of Aishwarya. So my mind is content with all this. And it can completely direct its energy towards your presence. Pashunam rupamannasya mayi shriyah shrayatam yashaha. The next one, Kardam. As we talked about the three rishis, Kardam, Anand and Chiklit. These were the three rishis. They are also called Mother Lakshmi's Putra or Mother Lakshmi's sons. Not just biological, as in they came out of her, but the ones who have understood Mother Lakshmi through her tattva and now have won the mother. They are her sons, Kardam Rishi, Anand Rishi and Chiklit Rishi. These are the three people. These are the drishta. For these three people, the Divine Mother appeared as Shri Suktam. So here, the next Sambodhan, we did the Sambodhan to Jataveda, the source of the Divine Mother. Then we did the Sambodhan directly to the Divine Mother, and now comes the Sambodhan to Kardam Rishi. Kardamena Prajabhuta, and Kardam Rishi was Prajapati. So we are saying Kardamena Prajabhuta Mayi Sambhava Kardama. Mayi is within me. O Prajapati Kardam, you have made it possible for yourself. Will you not make it possible within me? You have mastered it. You have mastered the presence of the Divine Mother within your heart. Mayi Sambhava Kardama. O Kardam Rishi, will you not bless me? If you pay attention, you will see how the Divine Mother is being invited as an entire family. Her husband as Jataveda, herself, now her kids. Because when you want the mother to come, if you just keep calling her, her husband is left behind, her kids are left behind. she's going to come and she's going to be in eternal rush to go back to her family. But here, the invocation is so complete. First started with the husband, then Divine Mother, now the children. We are praying to the children. Kardamena prajabhuta mayi sambhava kardama. Will you not make it possible for me to experience the presence of Divine Mother within my heart? Kardamena prajabhuta mayi sambhava kardama. Shriyam vasaya me kule mataram padmamalinim. Kul. Kul is nothing but the 6 chakras. Each chakra has many petals. Each petal is a Devi. So the entire Shad chakra, the 6 chakras, together with along with all the energies in it are called Kul. Kulangana, Kulantastha, Kaulini, Kulayogini. Kulangana. These are the names from Lalita Sahasranam. The one who revels in the Kul. She is a Kulastri, which means she doesn't cross the confines of her Angan. Kulangana. ये कुल ही माँ का आंगन है, उसमें ही माँ ऊपर नीचे खेलती रहती हैं. Just her flow, the flow of energy in the form of Kundalini Shakti. So that is the kul that here is being talked in this sukta. Padma Malinim. Mala is the continuation between all the Padma. Starting from the root chakra to the Sahasrara, they are all Kamal or Padma. And she is the Mala that connects. The Kundalini energy is the continuation between all the Padma. So here, Kardam Prajapati is being requested, saying, please make it possible that Shriyam Vasaya Me Kule. She is already there. My awareness doesn't go to her presence. Shriyam Vasaya Me Kule Mataram Padma Malinim. And here it is reminded, she is your mother. I agree, but she is my mother also. May her presence constantly be felt within me as Padma Malinim in the Kul. Shriyam Vasaya me is my Kul. Mataram Padma Malinim. Dhupam Arghya. We are offering Dhupam. Apaha Srijantu Snigdhani Chiklita Vasame Gruhe. Chiklit is the other son. Apaha Srujantu Snigdhan. Apaha as in water. Srujantu, the one who is the Janani of water. Because the Divine Mother, before she became this entire creation, she first assumed the form of space, then air, then fire, then water, then earth. So these are all her forms. Apaha Srujantu. Apaha Srujantu Snigdhani. Snigdh is the one that sticks. And here we are talking about Snigdh is relationships. Because living in this world, we are constantly in relation with people. So here we are saying not only outside relations, but may my awareness be constantly stuck to her presence within my heart. That's one way. Second, my relationships with the other people around me, may they be snigdh. Snigdh as in chiknai, as in sneha. If we are completely detached from people, no one wants to be around us, we don't want to be around others, we become very dry. But it's only the human relations around us that keep us moist, that keep us snigdh, is chiknahi. But for our awareness, we need our awareness to be attached to her presence within our hearts. Apaha srujantu snigdhani chiklita vasame gruhe. Nicha devim mataram shriyam vasaya mekule. Again, it just means that now we are praying to the other son. Hey Chiklit, can you please make sure that my awareness be attached because of that snigdhata in her. Because mother is Ardraham. She is ever drenched in karuna. May my awareness be attached to her presence. Apah srujantu snigdhani chiklita vasame gruhe. Nicha devim mataram shriyam vasaya me kule. Deepam darshayami. Then ardram pushkarinim pushtim pingalam padmamalinim. Here the ida and the pingala. First the kardamena prajabhuta and apasrujantu snigdhani, they were both about the kul. They are saying, may I be aware of the divine mother within me as Kundalini Shakti. Next, we are praying to the pingala and the ida nadi. Ardram pushkarinim pushtim. Ardram is, as I just said, the one who is completely drenched in karuna. Ardram. A tortoise. The way it feeds its offspring, it doesn't have breasts to feed the offspring. It just looks at its offspring with karuna. That's how the babies of the tortoise get fed, which is why in Hindu temples there is tortoise everywhere. We see at the entrance there is a tortoise, because it signifies that just like a tortoise, just by looks feeds the child. I am about to enter your temple. Just look at me like a mother tortoise looks at a baby tortoise and feeds it, nourishes it. So Ardram signifies that aspect of the mother. Just by glancing her, look at us, that's enough for her. Ardram pushkarinim pushtim. She gives pushti, nourishment, because she is pushkarinim. Pingalam padmamalinim, in the form of pingala nadi, as padmamalinim, as the pingala nadi and the ida nadi. In the center is sushumna. So here pingalam padmamalinim. Whenever the word padmamalinim comes, it really means the Kundalini Shakti as a mala of all these padma. Ardram pushkarinim pushtim pingalam padmamalinim chandram hiranmayim lakshmim jatavedo ma'avaha. Naivedyam naivedyami. Ardram yahkarinim yashtim suvarnam hemamalinim. Here comes the ida nadi. Ardram, yah is yash. Ardram yashkarinim yashtim suvarnam hemamalinim. This is the ida nadi, which is Surya nadi. Suryam hiranmayim lakshmim jatavedo ma'avaha. Nirajanam darshayami. Nirajanam means arti. Then the last verse is the Sushumna. Tam ma'avaha jatavedo lakshmim anapagaminim yasyam hiranyam prabhutam gavo dasyoshvan vindeyam purushan aham. Here they are just summarizing the Divine Mother. Again, the prayer is to Jataveda, the source of Kundalini Shakti. Prayer to Jataveda. I am invoking the presence of Divine Mother within me. Yasyam Hiranyam, by the presence of whom? Yasyam Hiranyam Prabhutam Gavo Dasyoshvan Vindeyam Purushanaham. I will get all the riches, all the sampada, everyone will be friendly to me. But most important, her presence within me will be so majestic. It will literally take over everything within me and everything around me. So we are constantly praying. This is such a beautiful prayer to the entire family. We first pray to Jataveda, her husband, then to the Divine Mother herself, and then to her kids. Saying, I am inviting the entire parivar. Mother, come with your entire parivar. Come, reside within me, in the heart of in the lotus of my heart. Tam ma'avaha jatavedo lakshmim anapagaminim yasyam hiranyam prabhutam gavo dasyoshvan vindeyam purushanaham. It is only our awareness which is either stuck in the mind and what's going on in the mind, the thoughts, or the outside world. See, awareness is what needs to be aware of the presence of the Divine Mother. Awareness, think of awareness like a ball of light. As the ball of light is rolled, sometimes it goes into some areas of the mind and lights up the mind. Then you see past memories, some thoughts, some desires, or the awareness is brought to the heart where the Divine Mother is present. What should the awareness visualize? Awareness needs to be aware that it is really just the Divine Mother that's present within me that makes me alive. Just this much. That's all the awareness needs to do. It doesn't need to visualize, none of that. In the heart, there is something that makes me alive, that makes me separate from my dead body. And that something is my mother. And that is my true home. Just constantly be aware, be aware, be aware. As the awareness turns to the Divine Mother, the more and more the awareness turns to the presence of the Divine Mother, the magnanimity of Mother's presence within us increases multifold. And there will come a time when only she remains in us. The mind has completely dissolved in her presence. Her Majesty's presence is so magnanimous. It takes over everything. Offering this to the Divine Mother present in your heart. Sarvam Shri Jagadamba Charanarpanamastu. Swasti.